Check, check, check.
Oh, I've been traveling down the road Pockets filled with holes, money's running low, truck is moving slow, and I keep going old, 'cause I've been traveling down the road, nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Yes, I've been traveling down this long, long road, with no place to go.
Hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Hey, Shaz, how are you? How are you doing today? How's your day treating you? Welcome in. We are back again with another episode of Metal Gear Solid. I'm gonna be bad at stealth again. Before we get into it, as always, I want to pimp out my social medias. I got TikTok, I got the Instagram, and I got the Twitter. And we got my follow go over here. Do things like Discord and a game giveaway when we get to that. So let's get to that. Good. Having a good day though, Shaz? Nothing too bad. Oh, okay, cool. I couldn't remember if I hit record for a minute. But so I did a thing on my. I now have this as a fun little button I can press. Hey, how's it going, Jag? I made myself a little alert thing, and I'm rather tickled by it. We're just getting started here. Read mission log. Let's recap what happened previously. Snake must try to rescue the Metal Gear chief engineer, Dr. Hal Emmerich. To find out how to stop the nuclear launch with the help of Meryl. Snake gets through the tank hangar to the canyon. However, Foxhound member Vulcan Raven and his M1 tank are waiting for him. Dodging the attack of the tank cannon and destroying the tank. Oh, it wants me to click. Snake succeeds in infiltrating the nuclear warhead storage building. He heads to the second floor basement where Dr. Emmerich is trapped. So yeah, at the end of that last week, I fought a tank with a hand grenade. And, so, full disclosure, I'm so excited about the it has a sound effect and everything. I made a button to turn it back off. I'm so excited about that. It was a stupid idea that I was able to bring into creation. So thrilled. So, full disclosure though, I did practice earlier, and this is actually the save file from that practicing. Because, this game is hard to handle. In terms of, controls. It wants to do as it pleases. But, that being said, I've gotten far better at how to play this. So we're gonna tranquilize that idiot. Yep, go to sleep. Now where's your buddy? Yeah, I didn't do a barrel roll to almost fall over.
Is there somebody there? Is there somebody there?
Nope. Go to sleep. But yeah, I figured out that you can hold people up in this game, and there's all kinds of good shit. Apparently if you shoot guys in the crotch, they pass out immediately. I found the boxes. So excited because I actually learned how to play this godforsaken game. But we gotta get through this little nuclear hangar, and it won't let me use my actual guns to break anything. Hey, Sylvan, how's it going? How are you tonight? Oh, little hidey hole. Who's going? I'm doing all right. My allergies are still whooping my ass. My left ear is still effectively useless, which is fun. Real thrilled about that. I need to go. But yeah, like, I can't hear out of my ear at all anymore. Like, yeah, like, granted, it's not usually this bad. Look at this idiot, just taking a leak. So how is everyone's Monday treated them? Because of all the Mondays, this felt the Mondayest. Like, it wasn't the Arkham, although the Arkham games are awesome. Which, by the way, if you're looking for something to watch Friday, Sylvan, Jagboo is having another subathon this Friday, and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty dope. Like, definitely recommend checking it out. All right, we got a missile launcher to, you know, for reasons. Like, did we actually pick up the missile launcher? Okay, cool. We did pick up the missile launcher. I realized I was looking at chat while I was running through that stuff. But yeah, like, it actually, they've got a bunch of cool things set up for it on Friday. So if you're looking for something to watch, I definitely recommend keeping an eye on their channel. So, this is a nuclear, like, dumping facility, basically where they keep missiles. And like every good nuclear facility, it has this. Because this makes perfect sense in a facility where people would be working and doing things. You know, a room with poisonous gas filling it and an electric floor. Definitely OSHA compliant. I also really love how epic they make the, like, showing me where the wires are and where I have to go. Like, they put so much effort into being, you know, real particular on, like, here's how you have to do a thing.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high-voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Which,
who are you?
Apparently the background of this is supposed to be black, not blue.
Deep Throat. The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Deep Throat.
Who are you?
One of your
I mean, like,
fans.
the worst part is, like, in a minute, I'm going to fire this missile into this room. Which you can control the missile, which is fun. But, like, take a look at what's around here. It's like offices. Some kind of science is happening because there's a beaker. How am I doing on oxygen? I'm gonna reoxygenate and then, fire my missile again. But yeah, it's like, can you imagine, like, oh, I gotta run to the bathroom. Let me get through the electric walkway. I don't know if I actually got that one. But yeah, this is one of those things that I feel like modern video games don't have the tedium of, which I'm not sure is good or bad. Like, I'm glad that video games feel as though they don't need to waste our time as much as they used to. I definitely didn't get that one. But like, old video games did not give a shit about your time. Yeah, you know, like you do. Fire your Nikita missile launcher. Oh yeah, no, I definitely didn't get that one. These stupid turrets. Like, there's like camera turrets that like shoot at your missile. And they just kind of make it a pain to have to do this. That should have gotten it, but I'm also about to, you know, suffocate. So, by the way, the handling for this is, I would describe it as squirrely at best. Like, if you are not actively, like, moving it left to right. Come on, through the room. There we go. Like, Snake is a master of stealth with his missile launcher. Now, I don't need that missile launcher equipped. Because in one of these rooms, there is a gas mask, which will make it so that the poison gas is not actively killing me at this moment. And I found more porno. Was that the gas mask? There we go. Cool. Alright. So to be, like I said earlier, I actually played a little bit, but more importantly, when you are wearing the gas mask, you have gas mask face. Like, your vision is impaired by the gas mask. I actually want this because there's a turret in there still. Come on. There we go. Oh wow, this is hard to aim. Okay, cool, I got it. And I'm dying. But yeah, like, you know, perfect. Where the fuck's the door? There we go. Perfect stealth, you know. You just... Oh wow, I really can't linger. Come on. No. I'm about to die in this fucking room. Oh, it's because I unequipped the gas mask. I practiced. Thief 2 was a good game. I didn't play Deus Ex. Like, Deus Ex I heard was good, but I never actually played it. If I remember correctly, Deus Ex, a lot of people had a problem with that game. Because while it gave you the option of playing it in certain ways, it did also want to, like, funnel you into playing certain ways. By the way, in case you weren't aware, Metal Gear is also, at times, a horror game. Actually, Deus Ex is probably an easy one to get at, too. Actually, I will write that down. But yeah. This is like... Like, by the way, it becomes Predator all of a sudden. All that grape jam. Yo, did they have to model the fear in that dude's eyes? Like, they straight up modeled the fear in that dude's eyes while he's spraying down that hallway. Got a little red on it. A little bit of red on it.
Take this!
Christ. It was, but I don't remember it being this, like, explicit. They definitely cut it down a little bit. Holy crap. Like, if I was playing Amnesia and walked into this hallway, I'd be worried. Like any other game, I'd just casually holding a dude up with one arm, like you do.
It's a ghost.
Which, once again, if you throw somebody hard enough at a wall that they leave a stain, that's a little too hard. Like, you shouldn't be throwing people, period, but also not that hard. I can probably take the gas mask. No. Unfortunately, the emulator I'm playing with has really bad drift, and it's an emulator issue. I looked it up. I don't have to RMA my brand new Steam Deck. That's what I'm playing it on, Steam Deck. Even though I can run a Dolphin emulator on my PC.
Camouflage? Who are you?
Leave my Hal alone.
Where is my friend? What? What are you talking about?
Got that power squat, like.
Oh, what
Goddamn.
next? Snake.
So,
Hey, you're that ninja.
oddly enough, that's from the original.
Snake.
Like, a lot of this is,
Who are
like,
you?
very much, like, bigger and, like, revamped from the original game. He wets himself in the original game, too. And all of its PS1, like, 120 polygon glory.
What do you want?
Oh, I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy this moment. What's with these guys?
Like,
it's like one of my Japanese animes. I've come from another world.
it's like one of my Japanese animes.
What is it? Revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with
It's
you.
boss fight time.
Only in that can my soul find respite.
I didn't have time to make a second button.
Or you will kill me. It makes no difference. All right then. Watch from your box seat.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
You heard him.
Now,
Keep your hand off that man.
make me feel alive again.
In a moment, I'll go back to face cam. I have it where I can press one button and they both happen. So, I was talking to somebody and they told me the best way to do this is to not even bother shooting at him. Just run up and fight him. So we're gonna do this like a drunk frat boy. Just gonna run up and start throwing hands. Where did you put that sword, bro? Like, that costume didn't leave you room to, like, put things. And, like, you don't have pockets. We're gonna run around, grab the goodies first, and then... But yeah, like I was able to do this fight earlier without too much trouble. I say as he whoops my ass. This control scheme, not necessarily made for fist fighting. Come on. Did you just phase through a window, dude? Bro, standing it through a chair. Cheating with the damn invincibility frames. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh no, I'm bleeding. Come on. Dude's got like wall hacks on. It doesn't help that that drift issue has just been forcing me to go downward for a little bit. It's a little bit better if I play with the D-pad. And to be fair, games like this are meant for D-pad. Like, all right, limber up. Like, so this fight has 3 goddamn phases, and one of them is hide and seek. Yeah, I can see you. You're Predator.
Where are you looking?
All right. Come on.
Hurry up and catch me.
I'm trying to not bleed. Hold on. They'll just keep draining my health and making that annoying. Okay. All right, where are you? There we go.
Like old times.
Every time he's like crouched down and like firing off lightning, I expect him to time travel like goddamn Terminator. Chairs don't exist. We've gotten into the haymaker portion of this fight where I don't want to do it if you enjoy it. That's weird, bro. Dude, punch me. Why am I bleeding?
That's it. I remember
All right.
that punch.
Well, good. I'm glad you remember that punch. But here's 3 more of them. Just want what's in this corner game. Thank you.
That's good, Snake. Hurt me more.
Yep.
That's good, Snake.
So close. Almost beating him. Nope. There we go. I beat that ninja. Right. I was gonna say fuck you, Robo Ninja, but in all reality, that doesn't narrow it down in Metal Gear. There's more than one robotic ninja. Like throughout the series, it's a repetitive like thing. Wow. Snake is cutscene. Snake is whooping this ninja's ass way better than I did. My mind rearranged that to read Robo Ninja Baja Blast. Completely wrong. Got all of that wrong.
It can't be. You
Robo
were killed
Ninja,
in
best
Zanzibar.
ninja indeed. Is he gonna have a heart attack now?
What? Not again.
I'd be worried he's about to explode, Snake. Or everything in the room's going to. So, like, coming up soon, probably on Thursday, we'll get to it. I don't think it's a little bit further than I think we'll get today. We get a little insight into Snake's, like, personal life. Like, he mentions a thing he enjoys doing. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? No? Okay.
Is it over?
And it has me thinking, the fuck is Snake's, like, personal life like? Is the forehead smash like a cliche for robots? I don't know. If it is, that's not one I've noticed. But okay, oh, seems a little dramatic.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous.
I love him in
You
Sanford,
yourself
son.
in Zanzibar land.
Yes. He should have been killed, but he's still alive.
Yeah, I would think of like the
What?
hitting your head on
It
a wall
happened before
thing,
I joined
or as
Foxhound's
like a
medical staff.
horror thing,
They were
where
using
like
a
you see
soldier for
like
their gene
infected
therapy
people doing it,
experiments.
like zombie
I
movies
never heard that.
before they become
It
zombies.
happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he
Hey,
now?
you were good,
He
and
was
thank you
killed
for
in an
following.
explosion in his
I
lab 2
appreciate
years
it.
ago.
Welcome
So
in.
what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject,
hell of a
they
name.
decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar land.
And that was Gray Fox?
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him.
One of these days I'll get
They
around
fitted him
to
with a prototype exoskeleton
making
and
better
kept him
ones.
drugged for 4 years while they experimented on
Okay,
him
I haven't
with
noticed it
clay.
on
Today's genome soldiers
Oh yeah, no, you
were
came in
born from
right
those
after we finished
experiments.
it.
That's the sickest thing
Like-
I've ever heard.
They used
Like
him
we're
to
in
test
the
all sorts
cutscene
of gene
after the
therapy
fight.
techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell
Have
us
you-
about this sooner?
Yeah,
Because
Ninja
it's
got wrecked.
confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi,
Naomi.
what happened to Gray Fox after that?
Trish,
The
okay.
record said he died in an accident.
Ah,
I see.
okay.
But even
Yeah,
if that
you just
ninja
missed,
is Gray Fox,
You just
question
missed
is, why?
Gray Fox.
From what I can tell,
Like,
he
I
didn't
just
know who
beat
he
the
was.
ninja.
You're saying he's just living off his will to fight?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah,
me stopping
I
and
know it.
taking a
So
knee
you'll
for a
fight
moment
again?
because for some
Until
reason
you
the
kill him?
robot ninja punched me and I
Rather not.
started
But
bleeding
maybe that's what he wants.
because that makes sense. But we got our boy Otacon saved. We can hear more about his Japanese
How long are you gonna
animes.
stay in there? Huh?
We actually
Are
got
you
here
one of
quicker than I
them?
thought we were going to go a little bit
No,
further.
I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
I just want Snake to look at him and go, I don't want any of that weeb garbage.
Your uniform's different from theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Rex chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
I know, the glow up
Oh.
is real though, right?
So you're here to rescue me?
So to be fair,
Sorry,
I've
but
mentioned
no.
it.
There's something
I
you
actually
gotta do
practiced this part before, or like
Oh.
earlier today,
Well,
while I was at work. I
least you're
sat there
not
and
one of
played
them.
through, just so I would know what's coming up. Because there's a boss fight coming up that requires a mechanic.
hurt?
Why are you walking like that, Otacon? There's a boss fight in
I'm
this that
okay.
requires a
I just
mechanic
twisted my ankle
that
a little
I'm not
trying to get
capable
away.
of doing.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
So we're going to
I wanna
see a
ask
lot
you
of
something.
deaths in the
I
next
need
boss
information
fight.
about Metal Gear.
It's the way to do it.
Huh?
Metal
Metal
Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's not necessarily Snake repeating things.
It's
It's
a
somebody
mobile
always
TMD.
repeating something.
It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles.
Um,
Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar!
Also,
I already
Chris,
know that Metal Gear
I
is
made
nothing but a
this.
nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't
But yeah,
know?
like,
Aren't they just
It's-
trying to use the TMD missile module to launch a disabled nuclear warhead?
Wrong.
I did a little.
From the beginning,
I did a little
the
bit of
purpose
like
this
playing
exercise
ahead.
was to
I
test
actually
Metal Gear's nuclear
got
launch
a
capability
good bit
using
further
a dummy
than
nuclear
this
warhead.
to make sure
the
I can
terrorists
do
are
it
just continuing the work
well
you
enough
started.
to not have to spend
No,
a half hour
you're
fighting a
wrong.
tank.
I heard it directly from your
Which,
boss,
by the way,
Baker.
The tank fight today
No.
that I did,
A
because
nuclear
I played from the
missile on
beginning
Rex?
onward to try to get a handle on the
So
controls.
you really didn't know.
Got it first try. Killed the tank first try. No issues. No
No.
fucking around.
All the armament was built by a separate department.
Yeah.
And the president
Like, I'll
personally
take it as
supervised
first
the
try
final
because,
assembly with the main
To be
unit.
fair, it is harder doing it right now with like
Baker.
camera on and
Yeah.
talking to chat and whatnot.
I was never told
So
exactly
I'll
what they
definitely
armed Rex
claim it as
with.
first try.
I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said.
Yeah.
Superhuman strength,
It uses
by the way.
magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between
will say, one of my
Arms Tech
favorite
and
parts about
Livermore
playing
National
Metal Gear
Labs.
is
The railgun is on
after
Rex's
every boss
right
fight, I
arm.
get like 5
Metal
minutes of sitting
Gear's main
around,
function is to launch
bullshitting,
nuclear missiles.
not paying attention to the
You sure you're
storyline.
not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all, I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal
Yeah.
Gear's co-developer,
So I'm assuming you
Livermore
went back and
National
watched that
Labs,
then,
was
like-
working on a new type of nuclear weapon.
He's
They
just
were
kind
using
of
Nova
casually
and NIF
one-hands
laser
it.
nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon.
I love
in
how they
VR
still
testing
use the
lab,
live
huh?
action footage for
Yes,
this.
but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers.
Like,
If you link these, you can test everything in a
it's
virtual
so dumb.
environment.
He's just
But
kind
it's
of
all
like
just theoretical.
it's every time I look up,
So,
there's just some random
this
Nintendo
exercise was
fan
designed
service
to
in this
test the
room.
real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing? No.
Actually, no. I was gonna say Otacon's reactions in all of this are a bit much, but in all reality, everybody's reactions in this are a bit much.
I'm such a fool.
I
It's
agree.
all my
You
fault.
are such a fool, Otacon.
The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project.
It just keeps going. There's
He
just more
suffered with the
cutscenes
guilt for the rest of his
constantly.
life.
Like every time
And
it
my
looks like they're
father?
about to wrap it up.
He was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of
Yeah,
the Hiroshima bomb.
same energy.
God's got a sense of humor, all right.
You blew
3
it up.
generations of Emmerich
Yeah,
men.
very much.
We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But in the end,
I didn't think
I
his
was the
father
one
was
being
involved
used.
in the nuclear program,
Using
though.
science
But I could
for
be wrong.
peace?
It's been a long time since I
that's
played
only
2.
an anime.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together.
This motherfucker really should say world peace is only in anime.
Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Also, bold statement. I think they
Rex is
gave
in the underground
Snake a little bit
maintenance
too much
base.
cheekbone.
Where's that?
North
looks
of the
like he's got, like,
communications
a-
tower. but it's a long way there.
Like supermodel
The
she
emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the base's control room.
I mean,
You'd better hurry.
he's a
If they
nerd.
were
He thought he
planning
was
launch
building
from
a
the start,
Gundam.
Then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
Video game, why are you trying to act like?
I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
Like,
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
that sounded
I
ominous.
created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll
I
contact
thought
you
Snake
by
was pointing his
Kodak.
gun at him.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Boat, plane, dirigible.
Okay.
So what then?
Really, there's a new
I
swimming,
want you to hide somewhere and keep me
a
informed.
raft of some
You know
variety,
this place well, don't you?
Of course I do.
submarine.
And don't worry, I've got
Helicopter.
this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Now, I know the reason why
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
we don't get one of
I
those.
want you to look after him.
But why
Where are
wasn't
you
Snake's
now?
first
Very
comment
close.
to him,
Oh,
where
no.
the fuck is mine?
Damn, they spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Right? Like,
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
what the? I love this because it's just their way of
She was
telling
wearing
you
the
how to
same
spot
green
Meryl.
uniform as the terrorists. If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll
We gotta
have to
stare at some
contact her when
booty.
she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense.
Don't be so fucking creepy, Otacon.
Here, use this security card.
You know, it's so
It's security
serendipitous
level
that Snake
4.
keeps finding these security cards in sequential order. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna try to get it to be the worst version of it too.
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
Okay, Snake, back up.
What's wrong? You get all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing.
The fuck?
Just glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've seen suddenly dies.
Okay, never mind. That
Bad
makes
luck.
sense and it's well done.
Forget it, Doctor.
Holy shit,
Call
is this a
me
Yoshi?
Otacon.
Otacon.
It stands for Otaku Convention.
Yep.
An otaku is a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
A fucking nerd. Oh my god, they put random ass anime in here.
Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't get
try.
into science
I
to make
guarantee
nuclear
nothing, but I'm gonna
weapons, you know.
try.
Yeah, that's
Just
what all scientists
all of a sudden
say.
now, he just starts having a heart attack.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
It's even funnier to me that he keeps specifically saying Japanese
right.
animes
We have to
when
take
this is written by a
responsibility.
Japanese developer.
Science has
Like,
progressed because there is war.
this script
And
was
because
written
of
by a
scientists'
Japanese
greed,
man.
Weapons of mass destruction were born. But that's all over. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Sure you will. I know where this series go. We'll kill a lot of people.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure.
It like
I know
walks
everything
that
about this
line
whole base.
perfectly between
Ask me
like
anything about Rex or
super
about this
cringe
place.
and like kind of cool.
Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you.
Wait, is that a fucking
I'm on
mechanic?
frequency 141.12. See you later.
141 point. Now I'm waiting for my stream to catch up so I can see what the thing is. But yeah, like... One, two, okay. Like, it keeps walking that line between the two. Where it's like, super neat and like, interesting. And kind of cool, but then also like super fucking cringy. And then we have fun shit like this. And I can get a one up. It's fun. There's actually a bunch of like little Nintendo stuff in here. Like the GameCube and the Wavebird. And it's the best GameCube too, the purple one. Well, so this was kind of a big deal when it came out. Because this was Nintendo kind of reaching out and doing other things. Because, you know, back in the day, like, you didn't have random... Like, video games were a lot more insular on consoles. Like, you weren't a console guy growing up, so, like, I get it. But back in the day, if you wanted to play certain games, they weren't on certain systems. It was a big deal when, like, you could play a Sonic game on a Nintendo. Or you could play... Okay, Snake. Or you could play, like, a Resident Evil on a Nintendo. Because Nintendo didn't have those titles at the time. Like, you couldn't play certain things on Nintendo. Because they just weren't available. And Metal Gear was one of those games where, like, this was a PlayStation exclusive for a very long time. So you just couldn't, like, oh, well, I'm gonna go and play me some Metal Gear. And it's neat. Like, in my opinion. It's very neat that, like, we get... Ooh, night vision goggles. Cool, those are things I might actually need. Do I have full rations? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother then. Here's my gas mask. But yeah, like, that was a big deal back in the day when, like, you had video games being, like, just starting to be cross-platform. I mean, PC Master Race is still kind of a big deal. Like, people are still kind of like, oh, well, the only way to play a thing is on PC. And as much as I love playing on PC, like, there gets to be a point where it's a little cumbersome to play on a PC. Alright. We're gonna knock this dude out in the pisser again. Ooh. No, I didn't want to walk. This is what I get for navigating via map. I would be so mad. Which, by the way, what kind of beer are you drinking? I'd be so mad if, like... I really hope I guessed that right.
face.
Come on. I can do it. I think I got her. I think I got it. Oh, shit. I don't know if there's a way to pause this. Oh, no. Fuck.
So, Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No
I
progress.
fucked up, y'all.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's
Oh,
got
I
to stop
fucked
them
up.
from launching a nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear,
I skipped catching her
or...
without pants on.
Override the detonation
I fucked
code.
up.
You got the card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I like how
I
you
have
can
no
actually see
idea,
her tattoo on
but
her
they
arm,
must
though,
be
now.
somewhere. If we can't find
Before, it
them,
was
we'll
just
have
kind
no
of a
choice
blur.
but to destroy Metal Gear.
I heard that Metal Gear is in an underground maintenance base to the north of here.
Take me too. I know this place better than you do.
You'll just slow me down. You don't have enough battle experience.
I won't slow you down. I promise.
And what if you do?
I can't
Then you can
believe.
shoot
I
me.
can't believe it.
I don't
Playthrough
like to waste
ruined.
bullets.
I don't know why I thought I'd be able to pause. This game doesn't even have a normal pause. So it looks like there's a bunch of shit in that room I can see.
Got it. I'll be careful. You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. I've always dreamed of becoming a
My
soldier.
headphones, they have fallen.
But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Wait.
Not really. I
Isn't
thought
her
that if I
father
became a
Colonel
soldier,
Campbell?
I could understand him better.
And so,
Am I confused?
you became a soldier.
I thought I was, until today.
It's an
Now I
interesting little
understand.
fox tattoo with the
Truth
bullet.
is, I was just afraid of looking at myself. Afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know
I mean,
why
is
I've
now
lived the way
really
I've
the
lived
time
until
for this
now.
conversation, Meryl?
I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't be seeing mirrors for a while. There won't be any chances to wash your face either.
Yeah,
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. You lose, you die a dog's death.
Jesus, Snake.
yeah.
I know the stakes are high, but fuck.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
Oh, that's some
I
weird
found it in
clipping.
the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action Express. There was a SOCOM
That's
pistol
weird.
too, but I chose this.
I mean,
So I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Snake, you didn't get your SOCOM from the armory.
Now
We found
you
it in the
treat me
back
like
of
a
a
woman?
truck.
Come on, use my 45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
We can see that. No shame,
If we're gonna
but
go
like,
north, we'll have to
it's a
go
little
through
cold.
the commander's room on this floor.
put a shirt on.
The overland route
we're
is
in
blocked
Alaska,
by glaciers.
and it's clearly
The
winter.
door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it. It was inside the pocket of the uniform I was wearing.
It looks like he must have been guarding someplace important.
How convenient.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
Oh, that's creepy.
That That's
The
strange.
fuck, bro?
There's no guard.
Yeah, I knocked both of them out.
The music.
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
Well, I'm stealing all the shit from in here first. There's some cardboard box. Got box number 2, y'all. Can't go in there. I got some Pananjapan. Yes, I'll need some SG-1 soon. What's in here? Tocom bullets. Mosh bullets. Bunch of Nikita rounds. Stun grenades. Another ration. I'm at full health and full ration. Like, game, you... I normally would... Take it out of the fucking thing. Thank you. Alright. Well, before we go up here, I am going to do something I often forget to do. I'm a shave.
It's a good thing you hooked up with Meryl. You should have seen the Colonel. He doesn't like to let it show because he's the boss, but he was so happy he could barely contain himself.
I'm glad to hear that.
I want to shave. I don't need to hear how operational like morale is right now, Mei-Ling. Tell me things I don't care about.
Talk to you later, Snake.
Yeah, bye. Really though? We needed to fire off that one round there, Snake? Snakey boy? Alright. So, we are getting to a very famous part of this. Now, unfortunately, this very famous part of this requires something that I can't do.
Ow! My head!
Because I'm playing this emulator.
Oh, it hurts!
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake!
Oh no. Do I have the chance to, like, leave? I have the option of just, like, leaving?
Are you okay?
I expected her eyes to be, like, glowing red or some shit.
Fine.
Yeah, she sounds fine, Snake. Definitely trust her. That's how a person walks. That is definitely how a normal human being walks.
Okay. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Mr. Foxhound. Mr. Foxhound was my father. Apparently Meryl just takes damage if you walk into her. That's fun. The fuck is this? Right? You know what it is. Time for a boss fight. Yeah, like, Snake seems very nonplussed by all this. Oh, watch Meryl. Stay professional.
Do you
That was too close
like
up.
me?
Too much of a close.
What the?
But like, Snake
You like me?
seems very okay with this. And it's like, bro, you were on a mission You're aware that there's a motherfucker here with psychic powers.
Homie, Snake.
There's weird
What's
bondage
wrong?
statues in this room.
Hurry. Please. Make love to me.
Wow, that's pretty deliberate.
I want you.
We're in the Psycho Mantis boss fight. I will say though, like, aside from some graphical glitches, Psycho Mantis is very sus. Like, aside from some graphical glitches because of emulation and whatnot, this looks really like I'm playing it up on my monitor instead of like a little, small screen. Now, stop shooting me, Meryl. I have a phone call.
Meryl's not herself. Don't use your weapon.
It's
I don't know. She was just
Psychomantis.
asking me to
He's
use my
controlling
weapon
Meryl.
on her.
That tune is his mind
I feel
control
bad
music.
for that joke. I don't like
Don't
that.
use
I'm
your
sorry.
weapon. Try to knock her out.
Oh, I'll knock her out. I kick her all the way across the room? I kicked her across the room, though. What the fuck?
Useless woman.
That's rude. Why does everybody have active
camouflage, huh?
camo
I hope that's not your only trick.
but me?
You doubt my
I
power.
want the active camo.
Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world.
You good?
No, there's no need for words, Snake. I am Psychomantis. That's right. This
Okay,
is no
but why are
trick.
you dressed like a
It's
BDSM,
true
like,
power.
parishioner? Parishioner?
It's useless. I told you.
Enthusiast?
I can read your every
BDSM
thought.
enthusiast.
You are a very methodical man. The type
don't
that
know
always
shit about
kicks
me.
his tires before he leaves.
Yeah, that ain't accurate.
You are a highly skilled warrior.
I'm a
suited to
bumbling
this stealth
idiot.
Mission. You are extremely careful of traps. You are
You've
either
not been
very
watching me.
cautious or you are a coward.
Well,
Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul.
yes, read my
No
soul.
saved games. Your memory is completely clean.
An emulated memory card, there's nothing on it but Metal Gear.
You have not saved very often. You
I've been
are
told that's a
somewhat
problem.
reckless. I can read you like an open book.
Yeah. So, I found out. Oh my god.
You still don't believe me.
I swear to, like, they gotta stop this with the whole, like,
Show you my
stage
psychokinetic power.
back and forth.
Put your controller on the floor.
I don't have
Put it
rumble,
down as
so.
flat as you can. That's good.
Absolutely not, Snake.
I will move your controller by the power of my will alone.
This is probably cool shit if you had, like, an actual, like, rumbling controller. Uh-oh, everything alright? I fucked up. I'll own that one. I fucked up the pixel sheets. I made it there in time, but I saw it was right when you were leaving. I tried to pause real quick.
Demonstration is
I'd accidentally
over.
skipped the cutscene. So unfortunately, we skipped the pixel sheets. But there's some crazy shit happening. Which, when I practiced this earlier... Yeah, no, I fucked up. That's my bad. I fucked up. 0 out of 10. Like, there's no excuses. This shit is wild. Like, you can watch me die several times if that makes you feel better. Because the correct way to do this is to die several times. Blackout. I really wish this had a better camera system. So Psycho Mantis is a reasonably difficult boss fight. They're Konami executives. If I remember correctly, it's the same portraits from the original, and they're actually executives for Konami. But this is one of those boss fights that was super like super ahead of its time when it happened. So you actually can't fight Psycho Mantis. He can read your mind. Like, I can try, like, if I take aim, it'll let me aim for a little bit, and then it'll go into his vision of me. But if I try to shoot him, he'll just dodge it. So, like, the way you're supposed to... Yeah, no, you can't. You get lucky, like, you can hit him, like, one of every couple, like, dozen times you try, you can hit him with one lucky hit for, like, little to no damage. But the key in this is you're supposed to... Oh, he can do this to you, too, by the way. Call Colonel Campbell.
That's Psycho Mantis.
You got a little bit of backstory on him.
Powerful psychokinetic and telepathic abilities. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, he came to America looking for a job. He worked with
music's kind of hitting, though.
As a psychic profiler. 5 years ago, he was working on the case of a multiple serial murder.
Yeah. Also, I love the little, like, instead of it saying video, it says Hideo.
Just like the killer.
So he was sort of infected by this serial
murderer's thoughts. I think that's really clever. And back in the day, like, that's what it would look like if your game system crashed. Like, often it would look like that, which is a video up top.
He can read people's minds. He knows every move.
So you would get, like...
What should I do? I got no chance of beating him.
There must be some way.
He's a master at controlling people, Snake. Don't let him manipulate.
You would have the, like, failure point, and it would look like that. And it would be really cool. And this game, like, was one of the first to really, like, use that as a gameplay mechanic. But the way you're supposed to stop him from reading your mind is to plug your controller, unplug your controller from slot 1 and plug it into slot 2. Which is all fine and dandy. Like, it's all fine and dandy except for unless you have an emulator. And if you're playing on PC, like, basically if you're playing with a gamepad, it would tell you to use your keyboard. Yeah. But if you're using your keyboard outright, he just wouldn't be able to read your mind. A moment ago, if I was playing on legitimate... Oh god, my headphones are gone. If I was playing on legitimate hardware a moment ago, and I had other Konami games or certain Nintendo games, he would actually be able to read my memory card and, like, talk trash on my gaming. So, what you have to do for this is make the game think your controller port 2 doesn't work. Because they did build in, like, a point of failure for this. And he'll always start the fight with this, so we get that moment of silence. But you would always get this, like, point of failure.
Not everything you see with your two eyes is real.
I'm sorry, not
Destroying
point of
his
failure.
spirit is more important than destroying his body.
Don't
you
let
get
him
hints.
read you. Be a blank slate, okay? Clear your mind.
So, what I'm trying to do is to die. Because if you die enough times, the game assumes that, like, oh, your port 2 must be broken. Or not functional in some reality, or you just can't unplug it and replug it in, or what have you. So the game kind of takes pity on you, and will allow you to fight him without, by doing something else. So I'm literally just gonna die a bunch. I think it takes like 5 or 6 times dying. So like, I'm just gonna whiff it a couple times. And like, you have all of your tools at your disposal, so like, I can throw a grenade. It's not gonna do any good because he pretty much leaves it right in front of you. So like, oh shit,
Meryl!
I killed Meryl too. Killed both of us that time.
Snake! Snake!
Yeah. When you throw the grenade, it doesn't go anywhere. It stays at you. So like, you get this point where it's like, you can try to fight back. It doesn't always work. Which is fun. There we go.
I've got it. The controller socket. Plug your controller into socket 2. Do that, and he won't be able to read your moves.
Now I gotta die like 2 or 3 more times, I think. Which... like... there we go. Yeah, like, eventually the game does tell you outright, like, hey, dummy, do this. Because this one came out when the internet was prevalent and you know, could look it up, but like, back when the original came out in 98, 99, it ain't like, you know, online forums for video games were really all that good. Like, you would just... and I'm blowing myself up to expedite this process a little bit.
Answer me! Snake!
I'm actually going to try to call Campbell when I get back into it, if that works, but... you would actually be able to... you'd actually be able to, like, do this enough times, the game eventually goes, okay, we might be being a bit too esoteric.
Snake, is there any reason you can't use controller socket 2? Oh well, it's okay. Do you see something that looks like a statue on both sides of the room?
So the game gives you a way to do it without being able to unplug and replug.
Yes. Attack those statues to uncover their faces. Why?
Those statues were modeled after Mantis's real face. Mantis despises the sight of his own face.
Don't we all?
If he suddenly sees his own disfigured face staring at him, it might break his concentration.
Snake, if you destroy the faces of those statues, you should be able to disturb Mantis' psychic powers.
Like, so the game does give you... the game does give you an out. So, what I have to do now... destroy these 2 statues. Which now I don't want to die because I actually can beat him this time. Now, he'll still do shit like that. Where he takes control of your camera. But I can now wail on him with a fucking machine gun. Where'd he go? There he is. And you can actually destroy, like, the paintings and shit, so they won't... But you're also mostly, like, free from his attacks over here. Like, he really can't hit you here. Oh, it's so great, because, like, I'm just gonna keep shooting him in the crotchal region. And missing entirely, because these controls still ain't great. He gets a little pissy about it, too.
I cannot read you.
Use the Hideo. Oh, shit. We run around, grab the extra ammo and whatnot. Go back in my corner. But yeah, like, this boss fight's easy once you, like, kind of have an idea of how to do it. Really wish it would let me aim this fucking rifle instead of shooting from the fucking air. There we go. We beat phase 1. Now he's gonna do some fucked up shit, by the way, if you're sensitive to a certain kind of imagery. He's about to do some fucked up shit if you're sensitive to, like, suicide and whatnot. Like, maybe take a break for a moment. But this is also real easy to stop.
Stop! Meryl!
Which this is an instant game over moment, by the way. So you want to just knock her out.
No, it cannot be. No.
But yeah, like, this boss fight becomes fairly straight ahead at this point. Like, just run around the room, avoid his weird little orb ball things. He teleports now, by the way. So he'll be anywhere in the fucking room. Or hidden behind a fucking thing. Where is he? I want to punch him again. Those weird ball things, like the weird ball lightning bullshit he does, is actually, like, impossible to dodge. Like, other than just, like, outright running around the room. Problem is, like, I can't see where he is at any given time. Man, he's just... And I'm hitting the wrong button. That does not help matters. Walk right into that one, Snake. Nope. I thought he was in the other corner. Nope. Which, by the way, Metal Gear is very kind in that it'll give you the ammo you need for anything you're doing. Like, where's he? Damn it. There we go. Nope. Almost got him. What the fuck? There we go. Got him.
Colonel,
Your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off.
All right.
Emily?
Yes. But why did you go so far out of your way to save her?
It wasn't that out of my way. I shot her with a
Maybe it's
trank
because you
dart
like
and
her.
punched her
I
a
don't
bunch
wanna
of
see
times.
any woman die right in front of me.
Oh,
Like,
really? Since when did anybody?
I've been punching and shooting shit for the last couple hours now.
It's true that Snake is killed.
It's really
a lot
my
of
only
people.
way to deal with
That
things.
does not mean he doesn't have a heart.
The
It's
only
a
way to
decoy.
kill off a psychic.
She's
One
right.
to the D. So, I don't know if I can do that actually, Chris. The GameCube didn't have a left shoulder button. It only had a right shoulder. Had two triggers, but only one shoulder button.
The strong man doesn't need to
So,
read the future. He makes
I
his
don't
own.
know how the locking on works. And it ain't like this game tells you what the fucking controls are. But yeah, no, like, the pistol might have had an easier time, but I also never used the FAMAS other than for boss fights. And I figured I could just spray in a direction and not have to worry about aiming as much. But I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to figure that one out for Thursday.
Blocked by frozen glaciers. Go past the communication towers, then use the tower's walkway.
Why are you telling me this?
I can read people's minds.
I like how riddled with bullet holes he is. Holy shit.
I have read the pasts, presents, and futures.
But yeah, so
of
even
thousands
this,
upon
which is one of the most
thousands
esoteric
of
boss fights humanly imaginable, you can beat with, you know, you can beat on an emulator and, like, fairly easy. Meryl, that's fucking rude.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed.
I mean, that's like
was
hardwired in
enough
humans,
to
so,
make
like,
me sick.
that's hardwired in life.
Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that
Like,
is why there is war.
I don't think that's why there's war.
But you,
I feel like there's many other reasons why there's war.
you're the same as us. We have no past, no future.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, I don't disagree with him.
That's our only purpose.
But I don't think
Humans
war
were
is a
designed
result
to
of, like,
bring each
the
other
need to bone.
happiness. From the moment we're thrown into this world, we're fated to bring each other.
I think that
nothing
war
but
happens more
pain
because humanity's a
and
domineering species. Oof.
The first person whose
That's
mind
rough.
I dove into.
I did
was
just
my
give Meryl shit for
father's.
saying gross, didn't I?
I
Shouldn't
saw
talk shit.
nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart.
Who tried to staple him back
Died in
together?
childbirth, and he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me.
Psycho Mantis really
That's
getting a
when my
lot of,
future disappeared. I lost my past as well.
Oh, yeah, no, good point.
When I came to,
Like,
the
good
village
point.
was
You're not wrong.
engulfed in flames.
He's really
Are you
monologuing
saying
a
that you
lot for
burned the
somebody
village
with
down to
what
bury
appears to
your
be a bullet
past?
through his lung.
I see that
Right
you
around
have
here is where
suffered
your
the same
lungs are.
trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like
So-
you in it.
They're not lip syncing his
Never
mouth
agreed
really.
with the boss's
Like, his mouth is not
revolution.
really moving.
His dreams of world conquest.
Like, it's moving, but not
do not
much.
interest me.
Am I supposed to infer that, like, a lot of this
I
is him
just want an
psychically
excuse
talking to us?
Kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk. He doesn't have much time left.
I've seen true evil, Snake.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Seeing you
Like,
calms my
to be
soul.
fair, Metal Gear's not reinventing.
Was no worse.
I, like, 100%,
Compared to
Metal
you,
Gear's not reinventing.
I'm like a saint.
while it does a lot of really cool mechanic
I read
stuff,
her mind as well.
Meryl's?
not all the way.
saw
It's
you
like
there.
stapled up this
You
way.
have a large place in her heart.
A large place.
And getting bigger.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I don't like that.
But I do not know if your futures lie together.
But yeah, no, his mouth's not fully. It looks like it. Looks like it's just like across the side. But it's hard to
A
tell.
last request.
What is it?
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this. Other people's thoughts force their way into my mind. Before I die.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
I
like
want to be by myself.
we all kind of have this
I
negative
want to be
idea,
left alone in my own
and we all
world.
do it. Where we think like we hear cliche and it's bad. Not inherently bad. You can have cliches that work really well together. I'd argue that like a lot of pastiche and a lot of like parody comedy works solely on the fact that it plays with cliche.
If you want to find your future,
But
go through that door.
a lot of people also fuck up cliches. Like cliches can often not work out,
This is the first time I've ever used
but
my
they're not
power to
inherently
help
bad.
someone.
I mean, hell, like if you go to any like TV show or movie to their TV tropes page, their entire thing is what cliche shows up where. And that might be a little nitpick, but it is a thing. Yeah, no, cliches aren't inherently bad. They work more often than they don't. You just don't notice them. There's a really well done cliche we don't call a cliche.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl,
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
if you're going to
Apparently
doubt
it's your weapon
yourself,
safe.
I'll leave you here.
You're right.
Don't regret your past. Learn from it. Regrets
Go
just make a
on.
person weaker.
I'll have to look that up.
You're right.
Like, I realistically,
I'm
I
sorry.
tried looking up the
I
controls
won't do it
earlier,
again.
and that got me nowhere, so I was like,
Snake,
fuck it, I'm just gonna
Can
play
I
a little
ask you
bit.
something
I try not to actually
More
play the
complaints.
games that I'm streaming,
about what Mantis said?
like, off
I was just
stream.
wondering.
Like, I'll usually do, like, a practice run
What?
before I
What's the
start.
problem now?
That's it. But I didn't do that for this. Of course, I wanted to go.
Oh, no. Nothing. So tell me, Snake.
But yeah, I'll have to look up the
What's
Y
your
button.
name?
And
Your real
also, your
name.
weapon safety. Like,
A name means nothing on
this is
the
a situation
battlefield.
where the safety should be
After
off.
a week, no
Not
one has a
on at
name.
any point.
How old are you?
I want to know why Meryl's thigh, like,
Old enough to know what
glitching
death
out
looks like.
that badly.
Any
It's
family?
every time we're, like, behind her.
No,
Like,
but I was
glitching.
raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've
What in
never
the
been
middle school
interested in
bullshit?
anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
I mean, like, transporting outside of actual combat, yeah, maybe.
Other people
but, like,
just complicate my
this
life.
is a situation where
I
it's
don't
like,
like
if
to
I
get
have to draw
involved.
it, like, I want it to be ready to go.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
I actually don't. I can't remember if a Soulcom actually has a safety or not, though. But we've been going about an hour and a half now. So I am going to frantically remember how to shave, and I'm going to shave.
The tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Snake, people don't normally lie with their dying breaths. I think he was telling the truth. Maybe you should believe him.
You know, Mei Ling, just for saying that, when I die, it's all going to be lies. Every bit of it. Complete fabrication. But that does it for me. I'd like to thank everyone who came in. I'd like to thank Chris for the new follow. I'd like to thank Children for hanging out. I'd like to thank Chaz and Jagbo for stopping by. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming in. And also, just to show it off, this is what I did today. Like, I got a fun little button now to... I'm going to program the second one later. It took me too long to program the first one. That's dour. I like it. It's a very on brand for me, that kind of saying, but like, that's dour. I'm so excited to have that button though. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Once again, we have my socials down here. Yeah, it's definitely going to live for all of the Metal Gear games. I'm obviously not going to pull that one out for Resident Evil, but I'll figure out something stupid otherwise to go. Also, if anyone can think of a design for 3D printing, not Metal Gear Rex, for me to hang up on my wall behind me, not Metal Gear Rex or Ray, Chris, that's going to be a super complicated print. Let me know so I can have something to hang up from playing this one. I have no intention of living forever. That sounds awful. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate everyone who came by. We have my socials over here. We got my follow goals here. I will be back Thursday with the next part of this. But y'all have a good night. I'm going to go get some dinner. Take it easy.